Oh, what wonderful music. Hello, spirits. Welcome back to Elysium. Today, we are going through stars and time. Apparently. Yeah, I thought, RPG, you know? Why not? Let's just jump into it. How are you all doing today? Okay, Maribel. Fryn. Sifrin. Sifrin? Good morning. Well, more like good afternoon, I guess. Were you taking a nap? That's just like you. Only you could sleep peacefully at a time like this. I guess that's smart. We better get some rest while we can. We have to be ready for tomorrow, so we can finally face against the king. You're too sleepy to talk. Sleep's sweet embrace calls for you. You close your eyes again. You're still half asleep, aren't you? You make a grumbling sound. Okay then. You can sleep for a little longer, but not too long. Come to the village when you're ready, okay? You yawn so hard your jaw cracks. You are having such a nice rest too. You can't spend the rest of the day sleeping. That would be a waste. You force yourself to get up. Wake up, Sifrin. You have a country to save. You can use the arrow keys to move around. Roger that. This game is so cute. Actually. I like the art and everything. The sound effects are really nice. There's no music right now, which is interesting, but the opening music was really good. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. The bird chirps. Oh. In Vogard, they say birds go pew pew. Pew pew. Sifrin, you're up. You sure are. Hey, Mira. Hey, Sifrin. So how was your nap? On a scale of 1 to 10? Let's see. A solid 9. Is it not a 10 because the finish could have used some work? We'll do better next time. Next time I promise I'll let you sleep in. So we can get the elusive 10 out of 10 score. Oh, wait. I had something I wanted to ask you. I have an idea for tonight. This will be the night before we go fight the king. So I felt like we could make it special somehow. So I was thinking, how about a sleepover? Let's all eat good food together, sleep in the same room. Maybe tell stories. It would be nice, wouldn't it? How is it different from what you usually do? Well, okay. You think it's silly, don't you? I'm sorry. I was trying to find something fun to do tonight, but that's all I could think of. It was a stupid idea, wasn't it? Maybe we should forget about it. Oh no. Your lack of enthusiasm made Mirabelle upset! Come on, fix it. No, I think it's fun. Let's do it! Are you sure? Alright then. So if we're doing it, can you let everyone know? I don't think I could convince everyone. Well, you kinda have to now. Of course, Mira. Okay, let me think. Madam Odile? Should be in the shop buying items. Bonnie should be near the fields to the east, and Isabeau is the favorite tree to the west. We're staying at the clock tower at the east of town, right past the broken bridge, so you can just tell everyone to meet up there later. That was a lot of names and places. Will you remember? I always remember things. Well, unrelated to your memory, there's a note with everyone's locations, just in case you forget. Yeah, smart. You got the reminder note. You put the note in your pocket along with your souvenirs. You can check your souvenirs by going into your pockets. Go inside your pockets, open the menu by pressing 0. The menu contains your pockets, your equipment, and many other things. You can interact with most items in your pockets by pressing space. Okay, let's see. See you at the clock tower later on, man. I'll be near the library if you need me. Come talk to me whenever. Oh, and don't forget to check the Change God statue too. For good luck. You wave goodbye. Oh, also, there's a lot of people to talk to and drawers to snoop inside of around here. You can interact with people, but if you need to, you can always configure. Big hat, impossibly warm-looking cloak. You must be one of the people traveling with Mirabelle. She's pretty well known around here. The chosen one, you know? Blessed by the Change God with the power to save Borgard. Plus, before all this, she was a house maiden of the House of Change nearby. She'd take classes, help out with chores, help give the house maidens with their studies in craft. Little perfect Mirabelle. As for me, I think she's the most wonderful being on Earth. No wonder the Change God blessed her when she's this wonderful. I used to go to the house a lot for my classes, and she was always there taking my class with me. I never had a class I didn't share with her. She's so cool, so helpful, so driven. Honestly, we're kind of best friends. Even though I've never had a single conversation with her. Talking to people is hard, you get it. You hope she'll get to talk to Mirabelle before tomorrow. Customs are so weird. You're so right, game. You know, the end of the world is fine and all, but I only have one regret. I won't be able to know what happens to Lord Joseph Andre in the final issue of The Cursing of Chateau Castle. Did he manage to protect his castle to the very end? Did he finally find his friend Pierre Jacques Erneste? Did he finally find more about himself? Oh, I'll never know. Is that really what they're worrying about today? A book series? Not that imminent death or anything? Weird. So me. Is this for Change God? Statues, big and small, all with different faces. Some of them have sad eyes, others a bright smile. A few are animated by craft, and one jumps around and bumps gently into your foot. The Change God, deity worshipped by all the country of Borgard, stands before you. You have trouble believing you're finally here, almost at the end of your journey. It was only a few months ago that you met Mirabelle. So much has happened since then. It was almost a year ago now that the king appeared, seemingly out of nowhere. Possessing immense craft power, he spread his curse across the country of Borgard, freezing in time everything in its path. With Dormant's House of Change in his control, he patiently waits, for he knows his curse can only be reversed if he is defeated. His victory will be all but determined if not for Mirabelle. Your friend Mirabelle is the only survivor of the House of Dormant. After the king throws everyone inside in time and locked the gates, everyone says she was blessed by the Change God themselves with the power to fight back the king's curse, making her the only one able to save Borgard. When you met her, she was already traveling with Isabeau and Odell, trying to get the orbs necessary to open the house's gates and defeat the king. You helped them defeat a particularly strong sadness, and seeing your strength, they asked for your help. You had nothing better to do, so you decided to accompany them. A few weeks later, you met Bonnie, completing your little team. You saw a lot of Borgardian cities during your travels, some frozen, some not, and did your best to sidestep the slowly encroaching curse. But still, you all kept going. Mirabelle kept going to honor the Change God's blessing, save her beloved house, and save Borgard. Isabeau came with her after Borgard's defenders themselves refused to help. Odile came to satisfy her curiosity about Borgard, and because she said, leaving the fate of a country to a bunch of young ones would give me an ulcer. Bonnie came to save their sister, frozen by the curse. You're here because there's nothing else for you to do. What else are you supposed to do except travel with them? Once, Mirabelle asked if you were okay following them on a journey to save the country. She felt guilty, like she was forcing everyone to follow her on a hopeless quest. You wanted to put her at ease, so you said easily and truthfully that traveling with everyone was the happiest you could remember being. She looked upset. You cried just thinking about it, truth be told. Maybe not the most considerate thing you could have said to someone with her problems at that moment, but tomorrow, one way or another, your journey will end. You should believe something very strongly at the change card. That's how those work, right? Mirabelle and Isabel saw you before. Can't just ask for things because the change belief considers this lazy. It's a change god. Only pure belief and confidence in yourself will do, with a change god only providing a little nudge. If anyone is lazy, it must be the change god, you think. Oh well. You believe strongly, or whatever. Best offense is a good defense. You win if you and your friends are the only ones standing. You repeat under your breath. Super strong, super strong, strong. You actually feel a little stronger. You pinch yourself. Ouch. Okay then, not that much more powerful. You and your friend's defense got a tiny bit better. You close your eyes. Wow, okay, that's enough for today. You thank the change god for its blessing and quickly run away, crossing it out from a reminder note. My name is Tutorial Kid. My mom says you're very strong and you're gonna help save us all, but I need to challenge you to know your strength, so let's play rock, paper, scissors. I accept your challenge. Rock, paper, scissors, the only fight there is. You know how to play rock, paper, scissors, right? Who doesn't know how to play? Of course you do. What kind of person doesn't know rock, paper, scissors, considering it's the basics of combat, of war, of life? Let's play rock, paper. Surely they go scissors, right? Ooh, shop. Odile is here, looking at what the shop has to offer. Odile! Oh, Sifrin. You look rested. Glad to see you this late back on the day before the end of the world. Anyway, how can I help you? We're fighting the king tomorrow. We are. I hope you're prepared. The king, and the sadness his destruction creates. They possess crafts capable of slowing us down or even freezing us in time completely. So, as always, we're counting on you and your speed to keep us out of trouble. Aww. Leading everyone, if possible. You've already proven good at preventing traps and keeping us alive, so I don't see why that has to change. And as always, you can count on me to provide everyone with intel on any enemies we encounter. Everyone except Bodyface will be on battle duty, but I might ask Bodyface to do something as well. It might be good for everyone to give the kid something to do. Boring tactics talk, I know. I'll shut up and buy items for our journey to the top of the house. Oh, have you found it? Is your... Oh, gems. Are you still trying to figure out what I'm researching? No, my field of research isn't tactics. Isabel actually proposed that one last week. Late one. Aw. Give it up already. None of you will ever figure out what I'm studying. It will stay a secret forever. A sleepover? Ugh. You guys really are kids. I suppose so. Nonetheless, I'll be there. Poor Boniface probably needs it. Maybe we all do. But the room only has 3 beds, right? I better get a whole bed to myself. Mira and Bonnie will probably be sharing. Mirabelle and Bonnie? So who will sleep on the ground? You or Isabel? Fascinating. Anyway, I'll be there. You know, since we already decided earlier we'd meet at the clock tower and all. Yeah, you already have planned to meet up, so there's no need to, like, you could just met everyone at the clock tower. Oh well, not like you have anything better to do. Anything else? What will you do after? After tomorrow, if we survive? I wish I had your confidence. Maybe I'll just go home to Cap. I haven't seen my country in many years. Before I met Mirabelle and Isabel, my main goal was to travel to Vargard and see its many different places, sites, cultures. I've already accomplished this by traveling with Mirabelle, so... Was it all for your research? Yes. Your research into... Cultureology? Cultureology isn't a field of research, Sifrin. But it's a field of research you spent your life trying to create. Stop inventing a backstory for me. What about you? What would you do? If we beat the king, that is. Would you go back to your own country, maybe? Come up with my own field of research. For sure. Ugh. Okay, I'll see you at the clock tower later then. Pockets. Uh-huh. 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 Interesting. So we'll go east first, then. No, that's west. This is east. God, I forgot my directions. I forgot never eat shredded wheat. Bonnie is here, looking morosely at the fields. Bonnie? Hey, friend. Oh boy. What do you want? Worrying about tomorrow? No. Not even a little bit. That's a lie. Your sister will be okay, you know. Don't talk about my sister! And anyway, I don't need to worry about her. It's not like she's gonna move from her spot. Bonnie's sister is in Bambouche, a coastal village hundreds of kilometers from here. A few months ago, the king froze the whole village in time. Unless you manage to beat the king tomorrow, Bonnie's sister will never move again. A sleepover? That's pretty dumb. Was it your idea? Mira's actually. Oh. Then it's a great idea. Why didn't you come up with it? Saz, you do not know how to deal with Bonnie anymore. What will you do after? If we beat the king? I'll go and see my sister in Bambouche, duh. And then I'll hug her. And then I'll tell her I really tried. Tried what? And then And then you won't be here anyway, so you won't be here to ask me stupid questions, you crab. What about you, anyway? What will you do? I'll go to space. Space sounds lame. I bet you can't even go there anyway. I totally can. Wait, really? How? It's a secret. This is why I don't like you, Sifrin. Aw. CEO of the clock tower. You talked to Bonnie. This is a favor tree. There's nothing for you to do there right now. Isabel is here, probably pondering what favor to ask for tree. Isa! Sif! Isa! Sif! Oh, boo. Anyway, I was just looking up a favor tree. Isn't this tree cool? Yeah, it is. Glad you agree. One could say it's a pretty... tremendous tree! You both laugh. Laughing uproariously, he raises his hands towards your shoulder, but stops and brings it to his side. That was funny. I'm gonna go soon so you can do your thing with the tree, but do you want to talk before I go? Huh? A sleepover? Grab ya! Does Summer Clutter only have 3 beds though? I'm guessing Bonbon and Miro share. And Madame Emily will take her own, which means we'll share beds again, Sif. I got dibs on the left side. Sure. Yay! But please try not to hug the covers this time. It's getting cold at night. Oh, you don't know about the favorite tree? Well, it's just a random big tree. But when you're a believer of a house of change, the biggest tree in a certain place is called a favor tree. It's like, it's the tree with the most power, so you can ask it things as a favor, like, please help me pass my Defender exams, which is like a totally random example. Wasn't Isabel a Defender? Did you ask a mythical tree to help you pass your exams? And I passed with flying colors, thank you very much. Well, I did study very hard, so it's not like the tree did much. But even a little bit helps. Okay, Tesco's. You should ask the tree for a favor too. It's a big day tomorrow. After we beat the king? Wow, Sif. So confident. So cool. I like it. I think I'll just return home to... I don't know. I don't have anything else planned. I wonder how he's doing. When we left, it was still standing, moving, but I think the king's curse may have caught up to it. So then, will you take your job back? Nah, being a defender has kinda lost its shine. I always admired the defenders, you know? It's all about protecting your neighborhood, your city, helping them out with whatever they need, be it getting a cat from a tree or helping an old man with his bags. But when Mira came to Joven's, asking for help, after Dormant's house had fallen, I was ready to help for all of... And do you know what we did? Nah. And I could tell that they said that because we were scared. But worse than to see it's like a robbery maybe. So only helping to save Bogard was too much for them. But not helping because you're scared, I just couldn't accept that. That's not brave, so I quit, and I won't go back. I'll do something else. Maybe it's time for me to do something brand new. I got a secret. I've always wanted to be a clothing designer. So maybe I could just take an apprenticeship somewhere. You never knew. That sounds great. I knew you'd approve. What about you, Sif? What will you do when we beat the king? Start a comedy club. Wait, really? Are you serious? Nah. Aw, that would've been cool. How we going now? See you at the clock tower later. The favorite tree looms above you. You slowly walk closer to the trunk of the tree where you can see some leaves you can grab. You need a leaf to ask the favorite tree for something after all. You look around for a leaf you like and think. Asking for a favor from a higher power like a big tree sounds pretty close to a wish, you think. A wish, a wish. The favorite tree seems to be popular among people in Bogard lately. You think that if people came to make a wish, they'd probably wish for Bogard to be saved. You don't really need to have another wish like that to the pile. The trees are probably already on it. But you feel bad wishing for something big and taking away from everyone's wish to save Fogard. Something small, then. Something simple. Something nice. Okay, you have a few ideas, but you can only choose one. You wish. You didn't expect to have so much fun traveling with Isabel. You often joke together, but you never really talk about real, important things. You're glad he told you about his dream to become a clothing designer. It suits him. To talk to him and watch him as he crafts clothes for you to wear, seeing his smile as you wear something he crafted himself, it would make you happy. You want to stay with him. A wish in mind. You look at the leaf you've chosen and wish. You breathe your wish into the leaf, repeat it 3 times, and fold the leaf close, keeping your wish safe. All done. Gently, you let the leaf go and walk back to the town. You have a sleepover to go to, after all.